everyone, I'm Jonas.
And I'm Lewis.
And welcome to JL Pokémon.
And welcome back to another episode of Cards of the Week.
That is
right. A brand new Cards of the Week is coming your way, and my braces are getting stuck on my lips. So that's why it sounded so weird. So, we have some awesome cards picked out for you. It is Trainer Week, which means we do have trainers picked out for this week of Cards of the Week. So, yeah, that's super awesome. And, but before we get into this, I have to talk about a giveaway. But before I talk about that, we have to ask you to ensure that you will like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, ding, 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 ding. Also, make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at JL_PKM and, you know, do all that jazz and all that stuff. And speaking of Instagram, we're doing a 300 follower giveaway.
We changed it from 200 to 300 because before we uploaded that video, we actually reached 200 followers. So
we reached 300 followers, and to celebrate 300 followers, we are going to give away a 3-pack blister. So yeah,
you know, because 3-pack 300.
300. And so in order for you to enter, you need to. We'll probably post something on Instagram, and so like the post talking about the giveaway. Follow us on Instagram. Subscribe to us on YouTube, and you have to send us a screenshot. So DM us a screenshot of you, so that we know that you're subscribed to our YouTube channel. So make sure you do that. Yeah, so that way you can be entered into the giveaway. So check that out. And so how about we get into this Pokemon? But we need to do the coin flip first. Jonas' heads, I am tails, and it is tails. I'm finally going first. That's a good change of pace. How about I get right into this, starting with mine. So I'll catch you guys in a second. Alright guys, time to get into my cards. I'm actually picking 2 cards for this week because we are doing stadiums this week. So I picked Forest of Giant Plants and Broken Time Space. So how about I get into Forest of Giant Plants first, because it is nowhere near as interesting. So Forest of Giant Plants is a stadium card that came out in Ancient Origins, which is actually a really, really overpowered and broken card. It is banned. So that's actually cool. We're talking about a banned card. And it reads that each player's grass Pokemon can evolve during his or her first turn, or his or her, or the turn that he or she played those Pokemon. So this is a super awesome stadium. Actually, we're talking about stadiums now, so it's actually a perfect opportunity to explain what stadiums are. So stadium cards are these cards that you can play. Actually, I don't know if you can show the playmat here. So we have this lovely playmat right here, and you can see how it's upside down, I think. Yeah. No, it's actually not. So it says stadium card right next to the Sylveon, and that's where you put the stadium card. So as you can see, it's in between both sides of play, and that just means that the effects of that card stretches to both players. So say the card said heal 30 damage from each of your water Pokemon, and your opponent played water and you played water. That means your opponent could also heal 30 damage off their water Pokemon on your stadium card, which is super cool. That's what stadium cards do, and you can discard them by playing another stadium, or an item card that just can discard it. So or there's attacks that can get rid of it, and so yeah. And so how about I talk about some decks that Forest of Giant Plants is played in. There's a lot. There's a heap. More notably, there's obviously the Decidueye decks, Decidueye GX. And so Decidueye has been played with, Seismitoad, Ninetales, Vileplume. Vileplume's more notable. And just plain Decidueye. Vespiquen is another good one. Vespiquen is really awesome. And Lurantis I can see here. And Umbreon, which is super cool. Seismitoads, and I could easily just explain one of these decks here. So for an example, with this Decidueye deck, you just play Decidueye, use Forest of Giant Plants to get those Decidueye out. You play Seismitoad and Shaman, and Seismitoad blocks items, and you're also spreading damage to the bench with Decidueye. So that is super good, super awesome, super boost energy, battle compressors. So yeah, that's basically it for Forest of Giant Plants. How about I move on and do Broken Time Space? Broken Time Space is an amazing, awesome card. It is basically broken. Broken Time Space came out in Platinum, and basically it was just a 10 times better Forest of Giant Plants. And instead of only applying to grass Pokemon, it applies to all Pokemon, which means you're evolving like that.
Gosh.
So you're getting no, actually, because it's not in the format at all, so it doesn't need to be banned. And so basically, it's been seen a lot. So Platinum, Platinum introduced SP Pokemon through which were super cool, awesome cards. But then also in Platinum released Broken Time Space, which is a crazy stadium, which I've always talked about. And so you saw it at the end of the 2009 World Championships when two Stage 2 decks squared off in the Masters Division Finals. So you got a guy from the UK, and you also have a Flygon deck with Beedrill. And Beedrill does band attack 30 times the amount of Beedrill you have in play. Okay. That's super cool. So I was just talking about Beedrill, and Beedrill is actually a grass type, so you could have used that along with Force of Giant Plants if that was still in the format, so that's really awesome. And so it also used with Claydol from
What does Claydol do, Liz?
Oh, actually it says right here, great encounters. What does Claydol do? Great question. It has an Pokepower, which is called Cosmic Power, which says once in your turn, you may choose up to 2 cards in your hand and put them at the bottom of your deck in any order. If you do, draw cards until you have 6 cards in your hand.
That's pretty good.
That is pretty good. And so basically you could just draw out your deck super quickly, and I don't really know the rules with trainers and stuff, so you could possibly get this out first turn or not because of the weird trainer rules back then. So Broken Time Space allows you to get Claydol out super duper quickly, and so you could just draw the cards out of your deck amazingly, and so Claydol was awesome. And so yeah, that's basically it for Broken Time Space and Force of Giant Plants. Like, I'm sorry I couldn't really talk about them as much as I wanted to, and like I don't know all the stuff about them and all the stuff. If you're looking for Pokemon like old format information, check out Jason Klaczynski's blog. It's so useful and I use it all the time. We'll probably drop it in the description. And it's so incredibly useful and just so awesome just to read through so you can learn about these old formats. So make sure to check that out. And so yeah, how about we check out Jonas's cards, and so we'll catch you guys in a second.
So the cards I chose for this week's cards of the week is Brooklet Hill and Tempest Range.
Yeah. So 2 awesome stadium cards.
The reason why I chose these is because they're pretty similar.
So Brooklet Hill is awesome. I love
what Brooklet Hill does is once during each player's turn, that player may search their deck for a basic water or a basic fighting Pokemon and put it onto their bench and then shuffle their deck.
This is actually a super awesome card in multiple decks from the 2017, 2018 formats. So more notably in like the older formats, like at the very beginning of when Guardians Rising came out in 2017 World Championships, you would see Brooklet Hill with Greninja Break, and I love Greninja Break so much. But I was looking into some Greninja Break decks. I really want to try building Black and White X and Y decks. Like that era really interests me, and I never got to play that era, so I really wish I could. So I've been looking into those formats, and Brooklet Hill is a super awesome card for helping your Greninja Break set up with getting Froakies out. And once you get a Froakie, you got Frogadier, and then water duplicates can get you all your Frogadiers that you would ever need. So that is super awesome. It is also played with, Alolan Ninetales, which actually won the World Championships in 2017. So, yeah.
Also, Buzzwole Lycanroc.
Buzzwole is super awesome. You could use Brooklet Hill to get your Buzzwoles out, your Rockruffs out, and your anything you want at Regirock, either Regirock, Sudowoodo, all those awesome attackers for fighting decks. So, interesting enough, actually, people would actually use Brooklet Hill on their turn when they weren't playing fighting and water Pokemon, if they were against a Buzzwole deck or they are against a Greninja deck, just to look through their deck, to look through it, like, what do I have in here? Let me check my resources, let me make sure I know what I have, and it also gives them a fresh shuffle. Like, if they look at the top cards, say they were running Gardevoir GX, right? They could look at the top cards of their deck, okay, I'm looking at the top cards of my deck here, and they're playing Gallade. They're using Premonition, which we actually talked about in last week's card of the week, and so they're like, wow, these cards are horrible. These cards suck. So how about I use Brooklet Hill and just go, just shuffle up my deck, and that way you can get a fresh new cards to try to draw something new and super awesome. So that's something really useful that I've seen with Brooklet Hill, and actually super interesting.
So when I started playing, when me and Lewis started playing Pokemon for the second time, I ran Brooklet Hill in a Lycanroc Sphalanite sort of weird kind of
like deck. A Lycanroc fighting box deck. It was really weird.
It was really bad.
And so it was pretty cool. super awesome.
It's useful.
How you can get your fighting Pokemon out really easily. So
Yeah.
how about you move on to your next card?
Which is Tempest Range. Now, this is exactly what I said. It uses Dragon type Pokemon too. So this is pretty much the exact same as
Brooklet Hill, except for
Lightning and Dragon, which is pretty interesting. This is coming out in the new Evolving Skies, which is probably gonna be used as like a
Check out the pre-release that's coming in like
a couple
what
weeks.
is it, like the 14th or something? So
Yeah,
make
I
sure
think it's like the 14th or 15th.
make sure to check that out. Like super awesome.
Yeah.
Everyone seems to love our pre-release videos.
Yeah,
so
subscribe and ring the bell to get notified when the video comes up.
Sure, like check out our pre-releases. Actually, our Chilling Rain pre-release video is our most popular video on our channel. So
thank you. Surpassed the Pikachu.
Thank you very much for
surprisingly.
That. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm probably gonna see this in like Rayquaza decks. And
Rayquaza.
maybe not really a Gyarados deck because that's water.
How does that even matter?
But in expanded, you probably use Brooklet Hill for that deck.
Yeah. So what I really love about Tempest Range is that you can start accelerating energy as quickly as possible by getting out your Mareeps and trying to evolve into Flaffy.
What does Flaffy do, Lewis?
Great question. Like the electric from Noble Victories, Flaffy...
I don't know what that does either.
Yeah, I know. Flaffy has an ability called Dynamotor, which says once during your turn you may attach a lightning energy from your discard pile to one of your benched Pokemon. Very similar to Malamar from Forbidden Light.
Malamar.
And exactly the same as Electric from Noble Victories. It's actually the same card, except just has a different name. It has same HP, same retreat cost, same attacks, same ability.
Oh.
I kind of wish they just printed Electric, so that way people could have played their old Noble Victory Electrics. That would have been super cool to see. You know, I don't know why they didn't do that.
Yeah.
But I like how Flaffy's getting some more love. Fun fact, Flaffy is actually going to be a pre-release promo. This is the first time a middle evolution has ever been a pre-release promo, so that is kind of weird. That is just super awesome as well.
What do you think the other ones are going to be?
I don't remember, but they're also cool. So I'm obviously hoping for Flaffy, the best one.
I'm hoping for like a regular Rayquaza.
Yeah, just a Rayquaza.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's a regular
I don't know.
Rayquaza. But yeah, Tempest Range, super good. Super good, right? It's super good, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's basically it for this week's Cards of the Week. We'll catch you guys in the outro.
Catch you guys in a second. Thank you guys so much for watching. We 100% enjoy making it, so we hope you guys enjoy watching it.
Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell.
Make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at JL_PKM, and make sure to do the Instagram stuff and all that.
Instagram giveaway.
300 followers.
Yeah. Just a reminder, screenshot of subscribed.
Yeah.
DM us on Instagram. Follow us on Instagram. So DM us a picture of you subscribed. We know that you're followed because we can check our following.
Yeah.
And like the post. So
yeah.
And yeah, that's it. We'll catch you guys in the next opening. Well, it's just really an opening. It's a battle and building decks and stuff. So catch you guys during that.
Yeah.
See you later.
Thumbs up.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.